So going back, uh,
First with the
to
Binibining
my
Pilipinas journey.
yeah. So you were a graduate of a top university. You've been modeling already, and you even worked as a preschool teacher back then. So what made you decide that you want to join Binibining Pilipinas?
Mm.
I guess I was stuck in my life. I was just I was a model, and I've been traveling the world already for a good 3 years, 4 years of my career. And at this point, I was 22, 23 years old, and I always felt na my voice wasn't heard, or I always felt the need for my voice to be heard. And as a model, I felt like my opinion didn't matter, or my opinion lacked importance or weight. And parang, I always felt the need to do something more. And while I was in Hong Kong, a good friend of mine, Bessie, I think he's here, somewhere here watching. I hope, maybe. Anyway, he's a famous designer now. Bessie approached me. He was like, Kylie, why don't you join Binibining Pilipinas? And at this time, I didn't consider myself a pageant girl. But yeah, I guess it started from there. And it took a bit of convincing. And Mama Ru and my camp took me in. But took me a bit of convincing, and it took 2 years basically for them to convince me to join Binibining Pilipinas, because parang we had this stereotype of beauty queens during 2014-15. Maganda lang sila, they hindi sila matalino, beauty queens, diba? There was this stereotype na. So when I joined the second time, most especially, sabi ko, you know what? If I do join this beauty pageant, I don't want to be stereotyped as a typical beauty queen. I don't want to be a stereotyped beauty queen. I want to, parang, in a way, revolutionize what people see of beauty queens. I don't want them to think of beauty queens as just a pretty face or a pretty person, but I want them to be able to look at me and say, hey, you know what? She's an accomplished woman. She's a successful woman. She has something to say. She's smart. She's intelligent. And yeah, she's a woman of substance.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I wanted with joining a beauty pageant. So it took time, but eventually I found my way. But syempre, I had to lose to win again.
So it's safe to say that the one who really convinced you to join Binibining Pilipinas was Bessie himself.
Actually, there were a lot.
A lot, okay.
Bessie, Mama Ru, Mama J. They even brought, I think her name was Gianna Cabrera, and she was former
Binibining Pilipinas Universe in 2005.
Yes, and 2005, because I graduated business management from Ateneo. What I really wanted at that time was to have my own business. Bakit pa ako magpa-pageant kung pwede naman ako mag-business sa sarili ko? So sabi nila, anak, ito tignan mo si Miss Joanna. And she visited, they brought her there. Oh, Miss Joanna, tell your story to Kylie. So yeah, she's an entrepreneur now.
She's doing well as an entrepreneur. Yeah.
She has these businesses, and she said because of Binibini, she met all these contacts that are good for business. And to me, I was like, ding, ding, ding. I was like, okay, sige, That's something, yeah, sige, okay. So it was something, okay, then. So she was one of the people na I wanted to be like, or I looked up to, and just someone I admired during that time.
It's interesting because Gianna Cabrera was the Binibining Pilipinas Universe in the same year when Lara Kigaman won Miss International.
Siguro at that time, you were just referring to someone who had a business.
Yeah. Well, actually, during those years of Binibining Pilipinas, a lot of women, really accomplished women, have been winning as well. It doesn't necessarily mean they had to win Miss Universe or they had to place in Miss Universe, or Miss International. But I believe that a lot of women during those years were already accomplished themselves, like lawyers, business persons, like Teresa Licaros as well. Like a lot of
Yeah.
really accomplished women in the Binibining Pilipinas roster of winners. Yeah,
When
but you first joined in 2015, right?
I trained, I trained with Sina Ara, batch Sina Ara.
That was like 2 years
2013.
before.
Oh.
I already started training with them.
Mm.
In the middle of it, I was like, Mama Ru, I'm sorry, hindi ko pa kaya.
Mm.
I can't join it. Bakit anak? This is Binibini Golden Years. This is some 50 candidates pa sila.
Mm.
Mama Ru, hindi pa ako ready. I'm not ready. I don't think this is for me. Blah, blah. Okay, sige anak. So I dropped out. I don't think I've ever told this anyone. I dropped out of that batch. And it took me 2 years again to finally decide to train with them. Train with them meaning to consider joining. And eventually, that was the one that made me really thick to join.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that you were.
I started training na, but just a few trainings. Siguro less than 5 sessions. But it gave me a feel of what it was like, or what it was like to join these girls. And I think Ia was there, Ara was there. Who else was in this batch?
2013.
Marielle.
Marielle was
Marielle
there.
De Leon.
Yeah.
And, Cindy
If
Miranda.
you're referring to Aces and Queen
Aces and
girls during
Queens.
that year, yeah, Marielle was there. It was Cindy from Aces as well. Cindy
He was
Miranda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we were both from Baguio.
So Kylie, what
Yeah.
was the turning point na nag-decide ka na 2015 you're ready na to compete?
Siguro it was